Hello everyone, my name is Shivangi and this is Aven. Now let me tell you the problem before I skip on to the solution. Now every freelancer would have faced this. They finish the work and then they wait for approvals, payments and for the client to respond. And even after they get paid, there is no permanent proof that they actually delivered the work. Payment receipts do disappear and reputation stays logged inside third-party platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. What if they were to disappear tomorrow? Aven changes that. Aven combines payment streaming, on-chain attestations, and reputation into one single workflow. Now let's imagine that I'm hiring a freelancer. I'll click on that I'm an employer. I'll connect my Stellar wallet, which is already connected here. Then I'll be prompted to put on a stream title. For the demo purposes, let it be demo test. Then I'll be asked to put on the recipient Stellar address, which will be this. Now when I click on continue, I'll be asked to put on the total escrow as in the total stream amount. Let it be 0.1 for testing, the asset be XLM, and the duration be for a single day. Now it automatically calculates the contract derived rate, which is dependent on the total escrow cost and the duration you define. When I click on continue, I will have two options to either put this as a freelance project or to assign this to an agent. To assign this to an agent, I'll have to put on the agent's wallet address in place of recipient's address. We'll be continuing with the freelance one. When I click on continue, I'll be asked to confirm the transaction via my wallet. As soon as that is done, I'll be redirected to the streams page where I can see the details of the stream created. When I click on view stream, I'll be shown all the sender address, the recipient address, and the rate of active per second and everything. My GitHub account is created, but if you are new to this, you will have to connect your GitHub through this. If I create a repository, this will be the common repository which will be shared by the client and the freelancer. And after the completion of the project, the freelancer needs to transfer the ownership to the client. Now this is the repository which will be created inside the Aven organization. Now I'll clone this repository into VS Code. But before that, let me show you the dashboard for the freelancer. Now this is the same account for which I chose this to be. If I click on streams and I see the receiving streams, I'll have this demo test stream here. I'll confirm the transaction once. And then I can see all the details and the commands that are needed to initialize the CLI session. Now I'll clone the GitHub repository here, put up with all the formalities, and then I'll quickly put on an initial commit and then I'll start with the npx session. Now that I have put on an initial commit, I can run the command npx aven stellar start. Now this command could be found here on the freelancer's dashboard also. If I click on this, then I'll be asked to write the deployment link, which is this one. Now when I click on enter, I'll be asked to put on the stream ID. The stream ID is visible on the dashboard in the corner here. So this is stream 4. I'll put 4 here. Then I'll be redirected to authorize the Aven CLI in the browser. Once I do this, then I can go back to the terminal to do the changes and to start the session. Purpose, I'll be creating a file index.html and putting on some code in that. Now I'll run the command npx aven stellar stop to terminate this session here. Now it will ask me to write the gist of the session. So let me say that this was a demo index file. When I click on enter, it will ask me if I want to submit this work session to the web app. I'll click on yes. And then I can see that the work session is submitted and the same can be reviewed on the dashboard. Now if I go here and refresh both the dashboard for the client and for the freelancer, I'll see that the file has been submitted, and from the freelancer side, I can request for a withdrawal. When I click on request for the withdrawal, I sign this transaction with my wallet, and then the request for the withdrawal will be sent to the client. So once this is confirmed, I'll here see that the client review window has opened and the reserved this much XLM has been requested for the payment. Now on the client's dashboard, after the request for the withdrawal was submitted, the approve button has appeared. Once I approve the session, I'll be asked to sign the transaction with the wallet and the withdrawal amount will be eligible for release. After this is confirmed, the same is visible here in the logs that the amount is release eligible. Once I go on here and refresh the page again, I will see that the withdraw button has appeared. When I click on withdraw, confirm the transaction, the amount will be released and credited to the wallet of the freelancer. After the page is refreshed, I can see in the details that the amount has been released and the same can be verified through the Frighter wallet's history. We can clearly see that the amount has been credited and the particular logs and everything is in detail shown here. Once this is done, the freelancer can transfer the ownership to the client, and this is how it works. Now once everything is done, I can go on profile and then here I'll see that every completed engagement contributes to the freelancer's reputation score. Over the time, professionals build an identity backed by actual work and not just resumes or endorsements. Now, why this actually matters? Because today, every platform owns your reputation. If you leave Fiverr or Upwork or any other freelance marketplace, your credibility stays behind. We believe reputation should belong to the professional itself and not to the third party platform. Every completed payment should strengthen your identity. Every project should become verifiable proof of your skills. Aven isn't just making payments programmable. We are also making professional trust portable. By combining payment streaming, cryptographic, attestations, and on chain reputation, we are building an identity layer for the future of work. Thank you. Do use Aven and let us know the suggestions.